Welcome, Sagittarius, to your May 30th through the June 3rd reading. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. Okay, guys, I got this winged messages up. Sorry, guys, that I'm running a little late. Had some personal issues that I had to deal with. So, I'm going to go straight into the beginning of the month, even though you still will get your beginning of the month reading. Okay, just everything's a little offset. That's all. But as long as we get these up, right? So this is saying this is what's going on at the end of the month, moving straight into the beginning of the month, is talking about a little bit of friction over here. With the winged messengers, it's definitely talking about a little bit of challenges coming your way. But Spirit is saying it's nothing you can't handle, okay? So this is definitely going to clear the way, right? And we actually have the card clearing the way. So it's going to definitely clear the way for things coming towards you. Your intuition is going to spark up. You're definitely going to be able to see what it is you need to see to be able to face this challenge, get through this challenge. Your emotions will be a little high, especially as we're getting ready towards, we're getting to that third, and we're going to have that new moon coming up. So then therefore it's going to start sparking, right, those emotions. So really watch for that. I'm not sure right now what the new moon is, unless I already have it written down. Let me look at my book. I don't think I do. It's going to probably be around the 6th, I would say. So definitely, it's going to run right into that new moon, right? And that's going to start sparking those emotions, but it's also going to allow you, right, to use that intuition that you have, use that discernment, because that's what the card is saying. That even though a little bit of drama and a little bit of challenges is coming, doesn't mean that your higher mind and your higher self doesn't understand what's going on. Okay, if anything, it's going to start pulling you away from those situations before you know it, right? So first you're going to feel very overwhelmed, but then all of a sudden it's like boom, right? It's going to spark up. So let's see what else is coming out. Okay, and the next card coming out is the Scribe. So really, paying attention, something is going to be written. There could be some kind of text coming towards you, some information coming your way when it comes to this situation. Okay, so that's also feels like it's going to trigger that intuition as soon as this text comes in, as soon as this information comes out. Okay, and it's definitely, no matter what, going to make you feel like you're in some kind of game, feeling like, we're on opposite sides of the board over here. We're not meeting eye to eye. The overall card in the situation is Buddha Prepare. So it's saying, I'm going to take my time out to relax. I understand what's going on within the situation. And because I've already cleared the way, going to clear this way, I'm going to make sure that I keep myself pretty much over here, but very stable away from this situation, because I don't want to deal with this situation with you. Okay, because there's too much nonsense. Okay, so that's definitely saying that in the end, the overall outcome is you just relaxing and dealing with yourself and putting a complete stop to this, because you understand, what's going on within the situation of this drama, this conflict that they're causing. Okay, so it says the obstacles and challenges is due to family. There will be some family contentment over here after this little drama, after this family argument. Definitely has something to do with the family and having some kind of argument going on. But it's saying in the end, right, you're going to maintain that blissfulness. You're going to end up finding what it is and how to seek the situation, finding that comfort zone with the King of Pentacles. Could be dealing with a Taurus, Cancer, or a Pisces. Could even be a Scorpio. But however it is, it's about finding that understanding is really what it is when it comes to this conflict. Because, remember, you have all the answers. It's something that's not going to last very long, right, within the situation. Sitting in your quiet power, it's like this, ooh. It's like, even though you're bringing this all back together and trying to keep the comfort of the family together, trying to keep the comfort of everything together, even yourself, this person is still wanting to manipulate. They're still using weaknesses and trying to text weaknesses, giving information of weakness, trying to still control and manipulate a situation. But it's like you've pushed back and you said, no, I'm not going to maintain this. I'm not, kind of like the not today Satan scenario, right? I'm done with their callousness, right? Because this person really wants what they want. Could be definitely dealing with, wow, Could also be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. Wow, there's some really bad information that's coming out, some devious, persistent behavior going on over here. And this is going to continue to keep you on separate sides of the boards, keeping you in that challenge mode, even though you're saying, I'm I'm separating myself from the challenge. You know what's crazy? It's like you separate yourself from this challenge and say no more, and they're going to keep nitpicking the situation, trying to control. See, they want the control. They're going to try to control this situation by throwing all this stuff at you. Okay? But the Buddha Prepare says no, because I see what's going on. I'm healing from this situation. I'm not going to allow this to affect me anymore. You know, you want to bring up this challenge to me, and I've gotten through the challenge. Right? I see what you're doing to challenge me, and I'm not playing, right? Because you're saying I'm not playing this game anymore. But boy, they want to keep playing. It could even be a child. I just want you to know you're a teenage child or something as well, trying to play this game with you. But you're saying no, and you're taking up that control and that discipline. Yeah, because you know what, you got to the point where it's like, I'm good, I'm doing what I'm wanting, but they're actually getting exhausted because they're realizing now that they do not have the control where they may have once had the control and felt like they had that, right? They feel like they had that peace. Okay. Beginning of the month, they're like, I got this. This is mine. I've got you under my thumb. Towards, end of the month or so, it's like, you're not getting that, right? You're not getting that at all. That's not going to happen. They're going to wear themselves down trying because you're not playing. Yeah, they're overcommitting themselves to trying to keep bringing this up, but they're finding themselves getting frustrated by the conflict where you're just finding the peace because you have the Buddha Prepares where you're finding the peace. You know, that could actually piss people off when people are starting to cause drama and you already found your comfort zone. You've looked deep within that cup, you've used that intuition, and you've already figured out what they're doing and why they're doing it, and that's your intuition really coming in, and you kept yourself stable. That really can drive people really crazy though, right? Because they're like, how come I'm not affecting you anymore, when I really want to affect you? And it's like, you just can't do it anymore. Like, I got this. I'm done. I don't care about your gossip. I don't care about your crap. I'm done. So, making the choice, right? The choice is yours. There's going to be a couple of choices on how you're going to transform this situation, right? One is just taking a step back, looking at the situation and taking in that self-care. Well, we see the self-care over here. The self-care says, I don't care. Giving back the power to myself, we see that within the Queen of Cups because she's comfortable, she's compassionate, she's nurturing. She also has the card of super self-care. So by giving back that self-care to you, you're raising that vibration, which is just going to end up pushing them away because they can't do that, right? They can't, when you keep nitpicking on someone and trying to cause conflict against someone who doesn't care anymore, that just ends up working down their energy, and they're going to try every possible thing that they can to try to get under the skin and really nitpick that situation. But when we don't care anymore, it's all over. Then they're gonna have to go rejuvenate. They're gonna go and heal because you've already found the healing. You've already found the self-care. You said this is not worth fighting for. We're fighting over nothing. It's kind of like a worm out there, being tugged at by two birds. It's like one of the birds is going to end up, giving up after a while if they're still fighting over this. And I know this because I feed the wild birds all the time. They sit there and they fight. One always ends up giving up because it's just, screw it, take it, right? And that's really where it reminds me of. Sooner or later, one's going to give up the ghost. And that's exactly what's happening here. They're going to end up giving up because they realize they can't win. Oh, boy. Oh, you can only fight with somebody so long when the fight's not even there, right? If you block them, then it's all over. But it doesn't really say anything really about blocking. Now, that doesn't mean that some of you don't block this person. It depends on who the person is. Most of you, it's just more like it looks like you're just kind of You're poised, right? She's very poised. You're just poised and you're just like, nah, I'm not interacting. When you stop interacting and you stop reacting, then they have nothing to go on. Because now it's just like, can you hear what you're saying? I mean, if you just sit back quiet, you can just, you know, make them kind of just listen to themselves, you know? It's like no one's listening. And then they stop jabbering, right? Okay, my friends, until next time, peace and love. Bye bye.